What up, USSS hackers? It's your boy, the humble hacker from CHICAGO, Shy Ronin, back with another video walkthrough. And today, we are walking through VulnHub machine Prime1. How's everyone's week been? Y'all doing okay? I had a pretty interesting one. Visiting an old friend in Oregon and got to touch a PlayStation 5. I watched the entire process with my eyes as envious and careful as Indiana Jones eyeing that gold idol in the opening before he swapped it out for the bag of sand and Raiders of the Lost Ark. I would have done a snatch and run, but Oregon rain messes up my hair. Plus I had socks on at the time. And I didn't eat that much that day, so I wouldn't have gotten far. Plus he was in the Marines and I was in the Air Force. Doesn't have any relevance to the situation. We're just proud military veterans with over 20 years of brotherhood. Anyway, moving on. For this machine, we're going to be going over a nice sample platter of tasty goodness. We're going to be attacking the WordPress. What? And learning the Wfuzz. Yeah! Dabbling with some LFI. Testing some potential exploits from ExploitDB and Searchsploit. I will be tackling using exploits in my next video tutorial later on this week. I'm learning more right along with you. Remember to click that like button to stay notified on future videos. Hit that subscribe button with the ding bell and share to start spreading the news. Alright then, weapons ready? Let's get it. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Prime1. As always, we're going to start with our Nmap scan. Nmap-S capital C for using safe scripts, -S capital V to enumerate versions, -OA for OS detection, as well as additional padding for the enumerate version switch, -P- to check all ports, -O capital A to export in all formats, Prime1, and our IP address. Since we already ran it, we're going to go and just see what it had in it with the caps lock off, because I almost typed it with it on. Prime is spelled with PR, not with PA, so what do we have? Alright, we have port 22 open for SSH, not touching that, and we have port 80. Looks like this is the only ones that are open. Alrighty, so let's check our main page. We have Hacking Pen Test. Now let's take a peek at our source code real quick, see if there's anything in there. No, there is not. So let's go on to our next step, which is using GoBuster. Now, in order to run GoBuster, we're going to obviously call the application, specify the directory busting module, -W to specify our word list, -R for recursive, meaning that if it does find an available path, it'll search one more path up or to another level of path that we will specify using a different command switch, I believe. -Q for STF. -X in order to provide the file extensions that we want. We have PHP, HTML, HTML, SH, and TXT. The dot really doesn't matter. I just wanted to use it just to be a little bit more specific. You can take these off if you want. -O to output as this file name here, specifying our URL. And our threads is 150 this time, not the 200 that I normally like using. So let's go ahead, and since I already ran this one, let's go ahead and cap this one out. And what do we got? We have dev, WordPress, index.php. We have JavaScript here. We got an image, secret.txt. Ooh, juicy. And we have server status. All right, so now let's go down the list here of what these pages show. So we have this IP address here. Let's go to dev. Hello. Now you are at level 0 stage. Well, we kind of did more stages than that, but never mind, moving on. In real life pen testing, we should use our tools to dig on a web very hard. I don't know how to take that sentence. Happy hacking. Okay. Then let's go to the next page, which is WordPress. Check that. And what do we have? Okay. This is just a generic WordPress site here. Alrighty. Boop, 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 Boop. So not much there. Let's take a peek at the source code, see if there's anything out of place. Okay, nothing there. Let's go to our next one, which is what? It's JavaScript, which we don't have permission to follow. Now, I skipped index.php for a very good reason. Index.php 99% of the time is going to be the main page that we were already at initially. And to confirm that, let's go ahead and give that a shot. Index.php, hit enter, and boom. As you can see, brought us right back over to that original homepage. That's why I wanted to skip that one. Now we have image.php, which I will probably guess is this. Let's go ahead and find out. Image is not spelled in page, you doofus. All right. And that is the answer to that. Now, what is this? Just a secret, yeah? I spelled secrets incorrectly, yeah? All right. Looks like you have got some secrets. Okay, I just want to do some help for you. Do some more fuzz on every page of PHP, which was finded by you. Moving on. And if you get any right parameter, then follow the below steps. If you still stuck, learn from here, a basic tool with good usage for OSCP. All right, so this is basically just going over fuzzing for the web, and see the location.txt and you'll get your next move. Okay, so we have something. All right, let's keep that in our booty pocket and just leave that there. Server status is normally the last one that is picked up by a directory buster, and so we can always just disregard that one there. All right, now let us go to our next tool now. Now that we've seen that it does have WordPress installed on it, let's go to another tool called WP Scan. This is going to be a WordPress scanning tool, hence the name WP Scan. Moving on, and here we can do a multitude of things to scan a WordPress site. The main ones that we're going to be using is trying to dig for and enumerate as much as we can on it first. That's normally our main step. How we do that is we call up in the application WP Scan, and what do we want to do? We need to specify our URL. Our URL is, when I go back to this one here, going to take this IP address right here, go put it on here on this page, http:// IP address. Where do we find this WordPress? On WordPress. So that's what we need to specify. If not, it'll cause an error because WP Scan, it scans specifically on a detected WP site. So if you don't have this there, this WordPress, it's not going to know what you're talking about and just completely like error out. What's our next move? We're going to need to enumerate using the enumerate switch U for users, and let's hit enter and see what this attempts to do. And all right, seems like you have not updated. That's none of your business. I do what I want. So I will update then. Update completed. Now it is scanning the WordPress site, and it's going through everything that it can dig out. So it's checking headers, and then just checking the README file, and just going through all the sensitive files to dig out information. And it has identified a user, Victor. Let's go ahead and make a new tab just to have notes over there. All right. Let's just name this notes. And for uniformity, name this notes as well. We do not run this in capital letters, you freaking doofus. Okay. User Okay, user identified as Victor. Now, what is our next move? Let us see if we can maybe try to password crack it. And how do we do that? With WP scan again. And we do that via this here. We're going to enter in WP scan. Actually, hang on. Simply just press this right here. Now, what do we want to add on to this here? WP scan. We have that. Let's remove this here. And let's simply add passwords. Passwords. What? Pass. P-A-S-S-W-O-R-D-S. There. Jeez. Now, I'm going to specify our word list to use. And let's just try the rocku one. Rocku.txt. Who are we doing password cracking with? The username. Names. Wow, my voice just went up unnecessarily high octaves there. Victor. And let's set the max threads to 200. Go ahead and enter there. Now, while that's running, let's keep it going. All right. Now, we found from here, secret.txt, right? What did it say? It says C location. All right. So now we're going to have to find a parameter that will show us where to find the file location. And we're going to do that by using Wfuzz. So let's skip bitty doodah to right there. Don't know the rest of the song, that's why I stopped. All right, so we're going to use Wfuzz by calling Wfuzz. We're going to see, we're going to use -C to output with colors. Not really necessary, but it makes it easier to see the results. Then we're going to specify our word list here. We're going to just use ours. All right. And then we're going to use --HC404. Now what this does is that if it sees the error code 404, it hides the response from the results, so we don't have to look at it anymore. Next up, we're going to go to HW. We need to hide results. And actually, wait, was that? Actually, hang on. That there. I'm going to do -HL to hide certain lines. And that we don't want to look at. I want to get rid of this here. Actually, let me show you without these two switches here. And let's specify the URL. Okay. Index.php. We're going to look for this parameter. Fuzz and equals. All right, so how this path is working out is, as we saw here, index.php. Fuzzing pages that have a PHP extension is what we're doing. So an image has that as well. So what we're doing is we're going to take this URL and we want to find a parameter name that leads to location.txt. All right. So it'll look through, so what this list is going to do is go through every parameter that's in the list, or every word that's in the list, and then see if it matches a parameter that immediately links itself to this location.txt right here. So it's going to go ahead and hit enter. Wfuzz now might work correctly when fuzzing SSL sites. I don't care. Run it anyways. Okay. While this is going, let's go back to this WP scan and look at what it found so far. So far, WordPress has found that it's going to take too damn long to find a password here. All right. Thank you. Thank you, WP Scan. That was such amazing information that you just provided. Let's go ahead and cancel that out. Go back over here. And here it's going through each and every word. And this is way too flippin' much. This is not something that we want to see. So let's stop the scan right here and break down the other switches here to clean all of this carpe diem up. Close out, man. Dang. Okay. Okay, so let's take a peek here. And these are the switches that we're going to be working on. So these will hide responses with the specified code, lines, words, and characters. Stuff that we don't want to see. So here we want to hide the error code 404 in all of this crap. It's too much of this. So these three fields are the most standard that we've seen. So let's just knock out one and work our way up. So we want to hide line 7. So dash hide line 7. So now anything with the number 7 in it, and so now everything that will be here is going to get wiped off. And let's see. Let's hide. Nah. Let me switch this word list up here to something different. Let's just use the common word list from Derb. Or should I say tool that shall not be named, and use that one instead. So we're going to go user share. Oops. I think it's in general, right? Hold on. Wait. Oh, wait. Duh. Wait. Hang on a second. Wfuzz. We're just going to use that one. My bad. There we are. Okay. And let's run this one again. Oh, flim flam your jim jams. 1, 2. Oh, whoops. It has 2 dashes, not 1. That was totally my fault. Okay, and look at that. Completely clean, fast, and it found everything. It took all those words that was in that list, removed everything with the 7 lines, so we don't have to worry about seeing it. And now it gave us this parameter here. So how do we confirm that? We simply take this address. Actually, not that one. We take this address here. Let's copy that. Bring that right up. Yep. Now let's put this parameter name in here. File. Location. TXT. Now it presents us with this here. Do something better. Really? As if what I did wasn't good enough? Freaking punk. Okay. Well. Now you read at the exact parameter. Okay. Now you read at the exact parameter. Now dig some more for next one. Use secret tier 3 second. This parameter right here on some other PHP page for more fun. All right, now let's think here. Think back. What other PHP page do we have? We have only one more, which is that one, image.php. So let's put this one in our booty pocket. Discover parameters, file, and secret 360. Alrighty, what is our next move? We need to see what secret has in it. How do we do that? We run wfuzz again, but we're going to change some things. We're going to change this to our other PHP page that we had, which was this one right here. We already know the parameter, which is this right here, and we want to fuzz to see what we find here. Now, we're going to use everything exactly the same. We want to dismiss code 404, anything under the line section that has the number 7, get rid of it. And let's go ahead and run this again. And this is all that we have there. Okay, let's tune this up here. We have a lot of 6s, and we ain't got a lot of time. So let's tune this up. So let's add 6 here. Let's see what happens if we remove the 7. Let's put the 6 right there. And boom! We have a nice clean results saying that this path here was discovered. And also, can you guess what we found else on this page? With the higher in the octaves there again? Yeah? Alright. So let's take a peek at what this is. Let's go ahead and copy this URL path here. Paste this right here. And go to the dev page we just found. Finally. Okay. You got the right parameter. Hello. Now you are at level 0 stick. Out of all that we did, we had level 0. Oh, you can just, man. In real life pen testing, we should use our tools to dig on a web very hard. Happy hacking. Really? That's all you got in here? Out of all this hard work? Okay. Now, what do we have in these 2 pages? I will give you a moment while I take a sip of my water. Refreshing. All right. Time's up. What's the answer? You lose. Ha. Just kidding. Just keeping you on your toes. All right. What we found here was LFI and potentially RFI. So we can read files locally on the system, meaning that we found under this parameter, this file was locally saved on the system, .txt, and we printed out what that was. Now, let us check this one here and test this one out. What is a way for us to default check for LFI? Always start with etc password. Or if it's from a Windows system, the directory path that those files would be on. Don't remember offhand, but we're going to just keep it moving. So we're going to go // one more // one more // Type in etc password right here. And as we see, we get the etc password. We get that file here. Now, I don't want to sift through all this to find how many users are on here. So what do? I simply run a search, doing Control F, type in the word home right here, and simply scroll down to the most recent one. And what do we have? Victor. Here is one of the home users. And another one here. Sakat. Suck it. Sorry. I'd like to show psych. All right. So now we have another user. We have Victor and Sakat. This is what I really like to use because it's incredibly fast to be able to find it if we can get these to work. So let's add this user here to our notes section right here. Make a little space there. Now we have our two users. And also, let's read the rest of this to see if there's anything that's out of place. And speed read powers activate. Boom! Hold up. Hold up. What is this? Find password.txt file in more directory. Ooh! Nice little info there. So how do we see that, though? From here. By using our LFI, of course. So if we can read this, then that definitely means that we can read this. How do we do that? We gotta go to Sockets home folder, OMESAKET, and it says this is password.txt. So we're still keeping the 4 paths up and just going straight towards like this particular file, doing directory traversal. What do we have? Whatever. You got the right parameter. Follow the IPsec. So we've discovered a new parameter called follow the IPsec. So what can we do? All right, so what other paths did we find with GoBuster? Okay, so we have the WordPress here. Let's go back to that main page. Oops, it was WordPress. Okay. Victor. See if we can maybe log in here. Let's see. Okay, so if follow the IPsec is a password, whoops, and I put that in the wrong section. Potential password, there we go. Nice, that's what we call organization. Let's see if this works. Hey, it works. All right. So, and looks like we are admin. Okay. So what can we do here? Okay, this is obviously running WordPress 5.7. All right, it's WordPress 5.7. Okay. We have updates. All right, we have another application here. Akismet anti-spam 4.1.19. We have these themes here that we saw from WP Scan. All right, now let's see what themes. Hang on. Okay, so we have update themes. Okay, where's our home page at? Okay. Oops, accidentally hit my microphone. Okay. We have all pages. We have media. Hello world. Or if you're more depressed, hello friend. From Mr. Robot. Okay, so we have some themes hither. Okay. Let's customize. Okay, here we go. All right. So it looks like we have all the theme files here. Let's take a peek. All right, so these are normal files here. 404 template, hate your face, comments, theme footer, search results. See, hello, what is this? Who are you? Who you is, punk? Oh, look at that. All right, so we have secret here. This contains a PHP reverse shell. All right. Let us take advantage of this. This has our info here. So essentially, this originally had different information in it, and I swapped this out with the PHP reverse shell there. You can see that. And now we set up my netcat listener right here to port 1234. Let's do that. Okay. Let's see if we can get, hold on, to there from here. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that wasn't going to work. Let's get rid of all this here. Okay, so it's not there. Oh, right. So let's go WordPress content. Let's double check these themes again. I think it was 2016? 2016? Maybe? Let's find out. Good, we're still logged in. Okay, so this is 2019. All right, so this is all in 2019. Okay. Whoops, one too many slashes. Okay. Okay. And we have a shell. Okay. Let's see where we're at. pwd ls.la. Okay. Check out our home folder. We have both Suck It and Victor. All right. We have 3. Hold up. We have 3 files here. This ENC, password, and user. So let's start from the top. Okay, don't have permission to do that. .txt. Okay, that was what we already found as a password. User, we have that key there. Okay, let's go over to Victor's. We don't have any permission to see that. All right, so let's navigate to our temp folder. Let's move this over here. We're going to be downloading WinPs. I totally forgot the freaking. There we are. Okay. Set up our Python 3 HTTP server. Like so. Okay. Okay, our home IP address. Alright, download that. Chmod to linps. Now we run linp. Wait, what? Oh god. Lin, not lion. Lin. P-E-A-S-I-S-H. Run it. Thank you. Okay. Gonna go ahead and close out of this. Okay, good. Okay, so this is starting linps now. Need to take another sip of my water. Refreshing. Okay. All right. Now it's starting it up. What do we have? While this is running, we gonna scroll up and look at what we can do or what we already found or whichever. All right, start from the top down. What do we have? Nothing. Okay, a couple of mounts here. We have some compilers. All right. We have, dang it, hit my mic again. So sorry. My apologies. So we have G++ and GCC, which is good. Let's keep it scrolling. Okay. All right. We have some cron jobs here. Let's keep it moving. Okay. Got a couple running here. Keep it moving. We don't see nada. There's not a place yet. Okay, hang on. User www.data may run the following commands on Ubuntu. Root permissions with this file. Okay, that's interesting. All right, I see you. Okay, look, it's just highlighting keywords here. Nothing else out of place. Nothing else in the yellow. So found our linps there. Okay, and it stopped. All right. So let's take a peek at the kernel version. And we're going to do that by entering uname-a and see what we can find with this system here. So Ubuntu. Okay. Just go ahead and Google that. Okay, we have some Linux kernel exploits. Version 4.10.0. Okay, and we find one here, Linux kernel. Okay, AF_packet, phrase code execution for phrase condition, Chocobo. I wonder which version of Final Fantasy you're from. All right, and let us copy this here. Let's get out of this particular folder. Whoops. Okay. Okay, let's find what this file is in. Oh, .c. Duh, says it right there. Okay. All right. Let's paste this here. Start up our HTTP server again. Okay. Run wget. Whoops. chocobo.c. There we are. Now let's look at this exploit here and then see both what it does and how to get this working. So we have vroom vroom. Didn't know chocobos make that noise. All right, so how this works, we're going to determine the kernel version, uname.a. This is a response. Running ID in order to see what user we are, which is just regular user. This file, we use GCC to compile it. GCC chocobo root.c-o for output as this, and then -lp thread. Run the exploit, then this should be the output, and this should be more of the output, and more of the output, and okay, we get the point. At the end of it, it should say stage 2 completed, and when we hit ID, it says this. Okay, so let's start from the top, work our way down. Alrighty, we're gonna go GCC chocobo. Okay, GCC .c. What else do we do? Oh, my dog's still sleeping. All right, next we go output -o. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Then -lp thread. Okay. Hit enter. See what it does. We have a prompt. Sweet Mary and Joseph. Joe, go, Bo, go. Oh, seriously? Okay. I has no offsets for this kernel version. All right. So let's run Searchsploit, which Searchsploit is the CLI version, a local version on our Kali Linux system of ExploitDB, but a little bit more cleaner to stare at. So let's go ahead and exit that right here. Searchsploit, take our data from uname here, but we want Linux kernel 4.10.0. Let's see what this gives us here. All right, so we have a bunch of exploits here. What do we, let's pick. Okay, here we are. Local privilege escalation. Okay, here's race condition, privilege escalation. Another local, but this is on Solaris. This is on Ubuntu, which is the system that this is running on. So let's take this one here, let's copy that. And how we download this one over to our system so it's easier to get to, we're just going to enter Searchsploit -m for mirror and the path that is found here, and it's going to pop up right there. Okay. And I already have this saved here. So let's cat that out. 5, my bad. Let's cat this out and see what this does. All right. More details on how it works. So what we do here, what this says, so when we have it, we use GCC to compile it, output, then we run it. So now exploit for counterfeit GRSec kernel such as KSPP-RP in Cincinnati and Linux hardened. Okay, this vulnerability cannot be exploited at all on authentic GR security kernel. Okay, thank you for that info. All right. Let's clear this out. And all right, there's our file name. Let's just copy this here. Scroll back up. Start our Python server yet again. All right. Okay. Exit this. Cat this out again to see how we do this. All the way to the top. All right, so we enter GCC. Oh, 4.5. I almost forgot the name of the damn exploit. All right, 10.c output. Okay. Now we run it. Okay. So we don't have a shell here. Now, worst case scenario, if we see it blinking and not frozen, which the moment that I said that, it started to freeze, we can run commands to test to see what response that we get as a just in case. So let me click away. Let me click back on here. Okay, so it's blinking. All right, so let me type in ID. And look at that. Exploit worked perfectly, and we are root. Just to confirm that again, who am I? All right. Now let's go to cd root. Actually, hang on one second. Home. Let's knock on Victor's door, because we didn't get a chance to see his stuff yet. Undefeated Victor. Okay, he got nothing. Okay, we have cd root. Okay, we have these files here. We have key and root. So let's cat that key out. All right, I knew you were a fan of IPsec, so convert string IPsec into an unified hash. Use it to gain yourself in your real form. What? We'll worry about that later. But we want the root key first, though. All right, and there's our root key. So we have officially owned this box. This one was full fun. Took a lot longer than I expected, about like 48 minutes so far, but had a blast doing it anyway. Again, I'm Shy Ronan, the humble hacker from Chicago. Make sure to like, share, subscribe this to be alerted for new content. And I am out.